what's important when someone's looking for a good DUI attorney to represent them? What should they look for?
Well, two things. Number one, they should always ask, who is the attorney who's actually going to represent me?
Okay.
Keep in mind that a common industry trick is to take your money and then pass your case down to someone who's not experienced, the young associates. And every time you call, a different attorney will talk to you. And different attorney goes to court for you every time, depending on who's available at that given day. So you want to make sure that you have the person that you paid to represent you. And the second thing you should look for is, does this firm specialize in DUI? A lot of law firms out there will take whatever walks in the door. Divorce, bankruptcy, personal injury, and DUI is just one of the many things that they do. And DUI is a very complicated field with criminal and civil consequences. So you owe it to yourself to have someone who specializes in it represent you.
Okay. Yeah, and it sounds like it'd be very disconcerting if, I hired you to be my DUI attorney, and then I talked to someone else the next time, and the third person, went to court with me. So I understand what you're saying.
Exactly, and you want to keep in mind too that a lot of these attorneys who advertise, they have not stepped into courtroom in years.
Wow.
So you want to hire someone who's good right now, not someone who was good 10, 20 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. The next question is, what percentage of the cases that you've taken on have gone to trial versus settled out of court?
Well, if you're talking about a case that is set for trial and actually goes to trial and up to verdict, I would say less than 5%.
Wow.
But if you're talking about cases that are just set for trial, I'd say about a quarter of my cases will be set for trial at one point or another. And keep in mind that setting something for trial doesn't mean it will go to trial.
Okay. So yeah, vast majority of the cases never make it to the full trial stage.
Exactly.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Another question, is it wise to take a DUI case to trial, or is it better to settle beforehand? If it's not an unusual set of circumstances, like your normal DUI case.
Well, typically on a first-time case, one of the best strategies on a first DUI is to set it for trial, and here's the reason. Most judges will not punish a first-time offender with no criminal history.
Okay.
So if you go to trial and you lose, you're likely to get the same punishment as if you had pled guilty earlier. So by setting it for trial, you're pressuring the prosecutor to give you a good deal, and some of my best offers have come because I set something for trial.
Really? Okay. Yeah, this may not be a helpful question, it's more a statistical one, but what BAC, what blood alcohol level is typical for the clients you take on?
Well, if you're over 21, then the legal limit in California is a .08. So almost all of my cases are over .08, because if you blew under or your blood test comes below a .08, you're probably not going to be charged in the first place.
Okay.
So people that come to me have a .08 or greater, and it could go all the way up to a .30 or higher.
Wow. What percentage of your cases are close to that limit versus extremely high levels?
Well, I'd say extremely high levels probably accounts for 20%. So 80% of the cases you're looking at a .08 up to a .19.
Okay. In conclusion, Jeff, what would you like to say to potential DUI clients out there about your firm?
Well, when you hire my firm, I will be the one to personally represent you. It's not going to be someone else that I pass the case down to. Your case is not going to be contracted out to someone else. It's going to be me. And I specialize, and concentrate on DUI. There's a reason why our website is theduispecialist.com.
Okay.
So you owe it to yourself to have the DUI specialist on your side.
Very good to know. Thank you.